Alyssa Jackson told friends and family she had stage 4 ovarian cancer. She was going to die, leaving her 5 children without a mother and her husband a widower.
God damn it, guys. I swear to God, these boomers are just getting out of control at this point. You know what's worse than people on TikTok faking mental disorders? Not many things, but there are 1 or 2 things that will probably send you to hell quicker than you can say, not a cosplay. By the stick is very epic, link in description. And that is faking other illnesses like cancer, where, you know, they can actually lead to, I don't know, death. Apparently this is the new trend for old people. They feel a little bit left out at this point, seeing all the lovely attention that all the kids get these days on TikTok. They really said, hold my beer or wine. If you're a woman, we're not sexist here at Blaze headquarters. And they really outdid the kids on TikTok. I mean, how do you go about lying that you have cancer? Not only to the public, but also to your family. Is there no point in time when you think to yourself, they're probably gonna find out? Well, anyway, that's exactly what one woman did, called Alyssa. But don't worry, don't feel too bad, because there is a happy ending.
I first met Alyssa Jackson at open house at school. I passed her in the hallway. She was visibly sick. She had a bald head. She was walking with a cane, and she had all of her children with her.
It kind of amazes me just how far people will actually go to just put up this persona of being ill. Like, surely at this point, is it not easier just to give up the act and just come clean and say, oh, actually, there's nothing wrong with me? Would that not make your life a hell of a lot easier? Now, you're going to see as well later on, she got a bunch of stuff from people, like obviously a lot of money, a free car, a free minivan for her family. And even this friend apparently came around a bunch of times and gave her free dinners, cooks for her and her family, like really did the most. And remember, every time that they got to come around to your house and do this kind of stuff, you have to keep up that persona. So at that point, you might as well just be ill. Like, surely that's not a fun life to live. Regardless of the attention that you get, it's got to be drowned out by the misery of just having to walk around with a bald head and an IV drip. Like, think about if she put all that time into other stuff, huh? What she could have achieved. I'm telling you, TikTok DID fakers, let this be a warning on what not to do. A little small white lie can blossom into something quite ugly.
All in all, Jen estimates Alyssa raked in well over $50,000. The story of the 31-year-old nurse with 5 young children faced with terminal cancer touched the hearts of people all over the country.
And their wallets too. I know 50,000 kind of sounds like a lot, but surely when you really think about it, to scam like an entire nation and basically to scam your 4 children and your husband, £50,000 or dollars, sorry, really doesn't seem like that much to be worth doing that. No? Am I the only one thinking that? Maybe if she was like a full Batman villain and somehow managed to scam the system millions, maybe I could understand a little bit, but $50,000? In today's economy, are you kidding me? What's that? A half a tank of gas at this point? Was it worth it, Alyssa? $50,000. This girl really ruined her whole life for $50,000. Big brain moment.
People would send things through Amazon, gifts and treats. The list is just endless of ways people found to reach out and support Alyssa and her family.
I always find watching this, you know, it really puts my faith back into humanity. At least people are there willing to help and stuff, but then you gotta remember, right, at the same time of them doing this, they definitely found out at the end what happened, and I'm sure they probably, none of them really got their money back. I mean, how can you, right, from buying Amazon gifts and all that kind of stuff? You don't get your money back from that, and surely doing that is gonna just make them not ever want to help someone ever again, someone that actually has terminal cancer or an actual illness. So now all these resources and all this good faith has been wasted on someone that is a terrible person. Like, that's just incredibly sad to me as well. Like, real people with real issues miss out. How is that not sad?
As a barrage of gifts and cash poured in, Alyssa started a website called Alyssa's Army, where she would keep people up to date on her condition.
Alyssa's Army. Imagine being that cold that you make your own GoFundMe. I mean, if anyone knows that she's faking, Alyssa definitely knows. Alyssa's Army.
She used her Alyssa's Army Facebook page to blog daily about her medical condition.
I've been extremely sick this past week. I can't keep anything down. Here she asks for advice on how to talk to her kids about her impending death. Things growing inside of me, making me sick. Now, my 4-year-old keeps asking if I am going to die.
4-year-old. I know Satan be watching this video from the depths of hell right now on his Amazon tablet, watching this thinking to himself, oh, we have a special spot in hell for you, Alyssa. Oh mama, I'm not even that cold. I thought, how are you gonna lie to a 4-year-old, your own 4-year-old, your own kid? She's trying to basically scam her own 4-year-old into believing that she has cancer. I feel like it doesn't get more selfish than that. 4-year-old. Like, just picture for a second. You're 4 years old. Your mummy is telling you that you're coughing up blood balls and that she's gonna die any day now. What a terrible person. Really makes me stick by that, not everyone should have kids statement. 4-year-old dude, that's fucking dark. What an absolute bitch.
She would also link her GoFundMe page to ask for donations.
After about nearly 2 years of this, one night, Jen got an urgent text from Alyssa saying she was being rushed to the hospital and was ready to die alone.
A man from the hospital took me to a cubicle and sat me down, and he put her name into the computer, and he said she is not here at this hospital. At that moment that I realized she's lying.
Let's think about that for a second, okay? What outcome is going to be good from this? You're saying that you're being rushed to hospital right now because you're about to die. I'm ready to die alone, guys. I'm ready. Leave me be. Like, what was she going to do? Just run into a forest and never come out again? Because clearly it'd be a little bit sus if she says all this and then you just see her at a Walmart or a Target next week, just shopping. Oh, yes, no, I thought I was going to die, but I slept it off and now I feel great. I'm cured. I just needed a good sleep. I think that's all I needed. I just needed a good little nap from the children and I'm cured. They're saying it's a miracle. They're saying it's almost as if, like, I never had cancer. That's how well I'm cured now. It's crazy. That also mixed with the absolute paranoia that you would have on a daily basis. You can't go and do daily things, right? Like even going picking up the mail from your house. You got to get all dressed. It's like doing a Halloween costume every single day for the rest of your life. You got to put that IV drip. You got to shave your head. You got to look sick. You got to do the white makeup just to get your post. Like, because you can't risk it. What happens if you go out and someone sees you and you got nice hair, or it's growing back even a little? Like, even if your hair grows back even just a little bit, it's a little bit sus. I'm just saying, you'd be on edge for the rest of your life for $50,000. I'm pretty sure Americans make more than that in a year. So let me just think about the statistics here for a second. Ruin my life for the rest of my life. Tell my 4-year-old that I'm gonna die, or get a job and make the same amount of money in a few months. No, this Alyssa girl, she's a clever one.
The pieces of the puzzle started falling into place, and Jen realized she'd been duped.
So that night at the ER, that's the night that Alyssa Jackson died. My friend died that night because everything changed. This woman who I looked up to had looked her children in the face and told them that she was dying of stage 4 ovarian cancer, and it was all a lie.
That's what I'm saying. How do you even tell your kids that? Like, is that not crazy? How do you not even have a conscience for that? Hell, I'd probably feel bad if I ever faked a cold, let alone stage 4 cancer, and tell my 4-year-old that I'm gonna die. Well, is this just supposed to be an epic prank at the end of the day? YouTubers, when they say they're gonna do a prank, the prank. Take that, 4-year-old. You got duked. God, children are stupid. Also, would that hold up in court? I don't think so. I don't think it would. But Your Honor, I was just simply doing a prank. Instantly drops all charges.
I had to come up with some other way to get to the bottom of the truth and to stop her in her tracks.
Jen and some other friends turned to Detective Durwood Hurst, who ran surveillance and caught Alyssa dead in her tracks.
Phone that she had a scheduled appointment with her doctor, and we would be observing her at her home or at the Target store.
I haven't watched this video, by the way. So when I said earlier going to Target, I didn't know, but she really went to Target instead. If you're gonna lie and do this, you gotta do it properly. Okay, I'm just saying, you can't say I'm on my deathbed and then next week go to Target. Like, that's just never gonna end well. What are you doing? I'm on my deathbed. Next week I'm at Target having a great time. But they had a great deal on M&Ms. They had 2 for 1. Gotta draw the blinds and draw the curtains, and you just gotta hide out in your room for the rest of the day. You can't be taking risks like this, going to Target. Also, is no one else thinking about what she said a few weeks ago, that she was dying? Like, this is it. I'm dying tonight. Next week visits Target. In any case, I feel like it just gets a little bit sus when, you know, it's been 5 years now, and they start to ask the question, how come you're still getting treatment when you got stage 4? You know what I mean? Like, how realistically long can you actually keep up this persona? Probably not very long.
What could be a Freudian slip? Check out this text from Alyssa. She claims to be on her way to the hospital to get a scan. But on the text, she instead writes the word scam.
Ooh, guys, there was mysterious forces at play that day. I don't think that's a coincidence. Do you reckon that she's just trying to put it into their face as blatantly obvious? Hey guys, I'm going for a scam. Scan. Fuck. These people are actually the worst people I think I've ever seen on the internet. And believe me, I feel like our whole channel at this point is calling out these horrible people that fake this kind of stuff. Like, none of this stuff in real life is fun. I don't think it takes any rocket science to really realize that. Anyone watching this video right now, I'm sure, has had a personal experience with someone that they love or know that have gone through cancer. So when you see this kind of thing, it probably makes your blood boil, and understandably so. So them being in what looks like their 40s or 50s would especially know, someone at that point, how widespread cancer is. Someone that has actually gone through this. And why the hell would you fake this? But you know what they do? I find like a lot of these people look at that kind of stuff and then they use that as their like little role play. Like, they'll use that evidence that you say to then adapt to make their whole disguise as that ill person a lot better. That's why whenever I talk about any of the stuff in my videos, like some of the stuff that I have, for example, Tourette's, when I'm saying this kind of stuff and telling people how I actually feel, I can guarantee there's probably been people watching it and they now adapt all those things. Also, it really begs the question as well, do you reckon these people, after a long enough time, actually start to believe that they actually have these illnesses? I think with the fake disorders, it's definitely a lot easier to do that than actually having a physical illness such as cancer. I feel like that's kind of hard to probably feel like you have, but I still wouldn't be surprised if they do end up feeling a lot sicker during the day because they really do believe that they have these illnesses. I don't know. It's something to think about, I think, at least.
Everyone when she claimed she was on the verge of death from stage 4 ovarian cancer. Only one problem, she didn't have it.
That is a little bit of a problem. Yes.
Floored. Just completely disgusted that somebody could do something like this.
But friends who showered Alyssa's family with cash and gifts worth nearly $50,000 are livid that they were scammed.
I'm sick to my stomach.
Also, really going back to the fact of what I said at the beginning of the video, these are actually very kind people wanting to help this person, right? Like I said, it really restores faith in humanity, seeing that people are willing to literally gift cars and also thousands of dollars to her children, just for that to be brutally snatched away and almost spit in their face to say, ha, get trolled. Like, what the hell is wrong with people? But that just clearly means that now those types of people will never do that again. And I'm not like I'm mad at them or anything like that, in the sense, how can they never do this again? Would you want to do something like that for someone again if you got burnt that badly? Like, imagine if you literally spent $5,000 of your own money trying to help someone. You feel quite good, right? Like, it's a nice feeling to have helped someone, especially with kids. Like, they're not going to have a mother anymore, so you think. So helping them is something that makes you feel quite good. And then you find out on a later date that no, they just scammed you instead. I think it's such a shock value when they do these types of scams, because you really do believe that no one could actually stoop that low to scam someone and fake having cancer. Like, sure, I feel like it's a giving tale when someone emails me saying that they're a Nigerian prince and they need to hide half of their money. Yeah, I'm gonna say 9 times out of 10, that's probably a scam. Look into it though, because maybe guys, but I'm just saying, maybe that might not be a scam one day. I'm just saying, I wouldn't want you guys to miss out on like $500 million. There might actually be a Nigerian prince out there. Keep an open mind. But when someone like fakes actual cancer, that doesn't even cross your mind. Like, no one would do that. God, not even Satan himself would consider that. Like, even Satan would be like, I'm not touching that. I mean, are you kidding me? I may be the devil, but I'm not evil. But yeah, you have a woman with 4 children and a husband who would happily do that for $50,000. I just can't get over the fact it's $50,000. Like, that's really not that much money. I know I did a shocked face at the start because I was like, oh wow, that's but over the course of what, a few years, and lying to a 4-year-old to their face saying that you're gonna die, really? $50,000. Okay.
Based on his evidence, police made the arrest. Here's Alyssa in court, shackled and looking painfully thin. But it's not from the fake cancer, shielding her face from the angry people she duped.
Ha! Like that, I don't even understand people at this point. I feel like I'm getting a little bit of a grasp on trying to understand why people do this. I watch a video like this and I'm just like, people are fucking weird, man. Like, while your children are going to grow up while you're in prison, this is the video they're going to see of their mother. Because she was the woman who faked cancer for $50,000. What a role model. What an all-round great woman.
Why did you do this to me?
No, why did you do it to your children?
And your kids?
She was too sick to attend her oldest graduation a few weeks ago.
Alyssa pleaded guilty to 2 counts of felony theft. Her attorney says she was lonely and faked cancer not for money, but to have close friends who cared for her.
Man, no, I get it. No, I get it. Man, I feel silly. I don't even really want to post this. No, that makes perfect sense now. She was lonely. I understand. No, guys, I think we should put this whole thing behind us. She was lonely. I know, like, the lawyers have got to, like, defend their client regardless, but really, that was the argument they had. She was lonely. She needed friends. What about that $50,000? Oh, yeah, she needed that as well. Money is her friend. Tell you what, over lockdown, I don't think this thought ever crossed my mind once. I should fake an illness to make friends. Yeah, it didn't really cross my mind, not even once. And over the course of lockdown, I think I went about 3-4 months without seeing a single person. And yeah, I didn't have that thought. Like, what did they kind of expect? They're going to say that and they're, oh, our bad. Yeah, you know what? So please keep the money. You were lonely. Our bad. Sorry, queen. Keep the money. She was lonely, guys.
But forensic psychologist Julie Armstrong, who did not treat Alyssa, says her actions couldn't have been more sinister.
Well, Alyssa had a lot of problems.
Cancer wasn't one of them, though. Am I right, guys? I'm totally right. Give me a high five. In fact, Blaze, you were so right. I'm gonna even buy now one of these Not a Cosplay stickers. Think as if this was her cosplay. A front on trying to fake cancer. Well, if you had one of these stickers, you could have slapped this around her stupid smug face. Smack! Not a cosplay. Just saying, guys. Link in the description.
Learned that she was a heroin addict, but because of her experience as a nurse, Alyssa knew that cancer could mimic the effects of the addiction.
Ever. She'll never be sorry. She's a pathological liar. She's lied her whole life. She's lied in high school. She's lied.
She knew what she was doing. I mean, I don't understand all of it and like what her motives were.
Well, there we go, guys. I feel like the only illness Alyssa really had was an addiction to lying. I just can't believe, while watching this, even still, the actual horrible acts that this person has committed in this video. Like, I know I make a few little jokes here and there, but I'm pretty shocked while watching this. Like, I can't lie. It's pretty disgusting seeing someone willing to go this far, which, again, I cannot stress enough, takes away from the actual, very real people that suffer with this type of illness on a daily basis. The fact that she would go out of her way to take resources from those people is actually insane. And I cannot understand for the life of me why she would have done that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. How does this make you as mad as it makes me? Because I'm pretty pissed off when I watch this kind of stuff. I don't know how long Alyssa got in prison, but I'm hoping it's a long time. But anyway, boys and girls, hope you're all having a great day nonetheless. Definitely consider getting one of these cool stickers if you'd like to help the channel, because that would be muchly appreciated and that'd be pretty cool. I really appreciate that. But anyway, guys, hope you're all having a great day and I'll see you all in tomorrow's video. Bye bye.